friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead with a tea break. Take 5 million gazillion times. Just kidding. Today is December 9th, 2017. It's Saturday, and I'm exhausted. I made 3 batches of soap today. One for Daddy, his patchouli. One for me, lilac. And one as a Christmas gift for Arthur and Mel. And it's a different scent. And so my house smells really perfumey right now. But it's okay. I opened some windows. I only used half the scent recommended. Half the scent. I only used like an ounce because we don't like it that strong. So Daddy's got his patchouli. I've got my lilac and bloom, and I've got another brick which is yet to be cut up. But I'll tell you something. I don't know if I showed it to you in one of the meat videos, that 3/4 of a 5-gallon pail of ground fat. Holy moly. I threw it into 2 pressure canners. Like I divided it between 2 pressure canners and threw in a couple of liters of water each, and I pressure cooked it. And then had Howie strain it. And then I scraped off, and it was gel. The water was gelled. And I scraped off all the gnarly bits that were like the bottom so that I had a clean plate of fat. I'm telling you, I got 12 pounds easy because I used half of that today in 3 batches of soap. And each batch takes 2 pounds of soap for my crock pot, or 2 pounds of fat for my crock pot soap. And I still got half of that fat left, not to mention all my fat from last year. So I think I'm going to be making some more soap. My friend Nat came today, and Nat and Steffi from Let's Homestead Instead. And they came over, and Nat asked if she could bring some kids over to see the soap making process. And I said, sure, but not, obviously not today. I was in the middle of it. So I'm going to kind of give a lesson in soap making, I guess, to younger kids, the lye, the fat, the saponification, all that fun stuff. And when it's done, they'll be able to take some soap and give them away as gifts and say, I made this. And I mean, maybe that's what I need. That's what the spirit of Christmas is all about, is teaching the kids today that not all of Christmas wasn't bought in a store, right? So that's coming one day this week. I'm not doing a lot of baking this year. I haven't even started. And normally, guys, I am so done with everything by December 1st that all that has to happen is the tree. Well, my tree is up. Been up for a week. It's got tinsel on it. Got lights on it. No decorations. Why? Because I haven't got to it yet. And it's huge. It's a ginormous friggin' tree. What was I thinking? Honestly. The thing takes up like 1/10 of my living room. And my living room's 16 by 16. So, right? And Daddy fixed the snowblower today. And when you live in this neck of the woods in Canada, you make sure that your things like your brakes and your snow tires, your oil change is done, your snow tires are on, and you make sure you give your snowblower a once over. So that's what Daddy spent the day doing, refurbishing the snowblower. And he didn't make a video, even though I begged. But then again, he couldn't have because I had the camera for making soap. Because I did do one soap video showing you, but I mean, they're all the same except for different colors and different scents. They're all the same. So I did one soap video. And I'm going to show you when all 3 batches are done and how I'm going to wrap them for gifts. Okay, so that's what's coming up. I think, when your kids get older and everybody's grown up and there's no grandkids, it kind of takes some of the magic out of Christmas. You know what I mean? So I think next year I'm going to put a shorter tree, a smaller tree in the window. Just because it's out of the way. There's no moving pianos and carpets and dogs and things to worry about. I love my homestead Christmas tree. See, I would have just put it right in the window. Would have been fine with me. But Daddy, who used to be Mr. Scrooge, wanted a real tree. So, and I don't know why I picked that one. I have no idea. You guys saw him. It's ginormous. How he looked like a spruce Tootsie Pop. Two little legs and a ball of spruce. And I called up Briar today and said, you want to, Daddy's going to Canadian Tire. Do you want him to pick you up and you come home and help us decorate the tree? And he went, no, I got a headache and I just got out of bed. It's like, okay, fine. And he's working Christmas Eve and we're picking him up after work on Christmas Eve at 4 o'clock. Arthur and Mel aren't coming up until Christmas Day sometime because they're going to, up until that point, they're going to be at Mel's folks. And I mean, what's the big deal now? You know what I mean? I think next year I'm going to start saving today because next year I want to go to Mexico or Jamaica. And I want to spend Christmas there. There. I need my sunshine. We are going, I don't know if I mentioned this or not because this is to like take 5 gazillion. We're going to Florida after Christmas. We would have liked to have taken Nan with us to Michigan in November, but it was not really that much of a pleasure trip, just a couple of days that we spent at John's. And so, and Mom and I, we had to close down our pool on the 20th of August this year. You know why? Because I had a fire going in the wood stove. It was bloody cold. So we, let the pool go and released a bunch of water and all that stuff. And then it got hot again. But my problem is I spend a lot of time out in the pool in the summertime soaking up sun, literally, because I suffer from seasonal affective disorder. And if I don't get enough sunshine into me during the sunny periods, I get really sad. Seasonal affective disorder throughout the winter, especially near the end of winter. And I haven't been working out. I didn't do a garden this year, really. So I wasn't outside in the sun as much as I wanted to be or should have been. So we're going to Florida. Nan and I outvoted Daddy, and we're going to Florida. We're going to go the day after Boxing Day. Daddy's taking a week off of work and a week and 3 days because of the way the holidays are. The way the holidays are, there's a 3-day gap between Christmas and New Year's where normally they would work, except the things are going to be so slow. Nobody's booking, stuff in during the holidays. So how we booked that off too. So the day after Boxing Day, the tree's coming down. So I don't even know why I'm going to decorate it because Dad says the tree's coming down Boxing Day because we're leaving the day after Boxing Day. And so we're going to Florida. We're driving down the Atlantic coast. We're not doing the Gulf. Last time I was in Florida was like 28 years ago. Well, Arthur was a toddler. And it was St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida area, which is the Gulf. But we're coming down the other side and we're going to head up around somewhere between Miami and the Keys. And I am going on some kind of boat in the Everglades. I want to see me a gator. Crocodile? Gator. That's right. I'm going to eat some gator. Well, maybe not eat it, but anyway. So, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're taking a vacation. I'm going to do my best to do most of the driving so that Daddy can relax. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll watch the seasons change as we head south. And Mom and I will sit on the beach and soak up all the sun, and we'll go on the boats in the Everglades, and we'll do the Keys and all that fun stuff. But I'm taking my laptop. So if I say, is there anybody out there who wants to meet for coffee? Don't throw a big party in a pizza place. So that's the only thing that's stopping me right now from saying, who wants to meet for coffee? Because the last time I still have the film footage. Thanks to Family Homestead. Thank you very much. They recorded all. They sent me all the raw footage, and and the um, and the footage that they got for me from my camera. So I don't know what's going to happen. I may not take my laptop. I may not take my camera. Of course, I'm going to take my camera. But Florida, I am heading there, and I just can't wait to get there. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I have to go put my feet up and watch a movie with Daddy and Nan, and then I'm going to bed. It is 6:13 Saturday night. Aren't I an exciting person? Anyway, I'll update you soon with more info. Take care. God bless.